Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, should adults play with lighter rackets? I know a lot of adults ask me that they want to play with lighter rackets, but should they? Stay tuned. All right, good morning to everybody out there, or good coffee to everybody out there, because we don't only drink coffee in the morning. At least I don't. Coffee sponsor of today is someone, and the someone is actually the premise of what we're going to be talking about today. So someone writes, enjoy your channel a lot, keep up the good work. You and the coaches usually recommend a standard 27 lighter racket as a transition racket for junior players. But how about adults? Should they switch to heavier rackets to improve their game? I currently use an E-Zone 100L, so 100 light, and people have told me it's too light since I seem to be okay with swinging heavier rackets. Should I switch to a heavier racket? I understand that racket choice is personal preference. You have seen so many racket journeys and have heard a lot of stories. I appreciate hearing your 2 cents on this. Thanks in advance. Enjoy your coffee. All right, so thank you someone for the coffee. I'm going to address this today in this episode, okay? So guys, if you wanna be my coffee sponsor, have a question for me, network is buymeacoffee.com/tennis spin. Link is below. Or if you don't want to buy me a coffee and just want to contribute to the channel, super thanks is the way, and you can super thanks me down below also. Click on that link and hook it up. Guys, thank you so much. Nice hot dark roast today. Okay, so here we go. So someone, I'm actually going to be very, very specific with you because I have your racket right here. Well, I don't have your racket, but I have the 100L right here. How do we know it's a 100L? Well, because it kind of says it. Plus, it's got a white grip because a regular one has a black grip that it comes with. Now, I'm going to actually go out today with the 100L and a 100 to see what the main differences are between the two with one of the coaches. I'm not going to tell Coach Rob that one is an L and one is a regular. I even taped up, okay, where it says 100 and 100L with a Wilson head tape because it's got to have something Wilson in it, right? But before we do that and do an on the court thing, I want to show you what the main differences are between these two rackets. The 100 is 318 grams, which is 11.2 strung. These are all strung. 330 on the bounce, which is 4 points head light. 317 on the swing weight, 67 on the stiffness. The light version, which you're playing with, is 10.5, 298, 339 on the bounce, 1 point head heavier than that, 308 on the swing weight, 69. So a little stiffer on the light. But the beams are identical on both of these. So Jay just made it a little firmer on the light version. Now, key things to look at on this is obviously the weight difference, but the balance, if you look at it, in a lighter racket, there's more weight in the head, more weight towards the head, so you can feel the racket a little bit more. Swing weight, although, is lower on these particular models. But all that tells me is the weight could be kind of past the center point, which is 13.5 ounces is your center point, which means the weight could be like anywhere in here versus all the way at the tip. Okay, so that alters the swing weight a bit. Stiffness, probably negligible. Not going to notice a whole lot of difference. Maybe a little. We'll see. But when they transition you from a light to a regular, or when you transition from a light to a regular, they try to make it a little smoother for you. The racket companies, they don't want you to struggle by feeling so much weight at the head. So they almost try to balance this out for you so that you don't really feel it towards the head. That's why you see it's 1 point head lighter. Okay? Now, we strung them both the same, as you can see. They're nice and loose for Coach Rob, 48 pounds. Okay? Yeah, I know, I went kind of crazy with the string, sorry. I wanted you to see. If you really want to know, it's Polytour Pro 125 on the main and Polytour Rev 125 on the cross, 48 pounds both. All right? So we're going to go to Coach Rob and talk about it after, what he actually felt between the two. Is there an easy transition? Will he even notice? All right? Will I notice, actually? See you on the court. All right, Coach Rob and I just finished hitting with these two Yonex. I covered up what the models were, just so I didn't want you to have a preconceived notion as to what they were. We started with the white racket, both of us.
You mean the white grip?
The white grip, sorry. White grip. What did you think of that one?
This was the first one we hit with. I felt like I had a pretty good pocket. It felt pretty, some of my off-centered hits, not that I had too many of them, but still felt pretty good. And the swing weight was nice. It had good plow through the ball. It was pretty good. I kept wanting to unpeel the tape, but since we were on video, I couldn't do that.
Okay. Let's compare it to the black grip.
The black one, I wasn't as big a fan. I mean, it was marginal. Like, I felt like a couple more of my off-centered hits, I didn't get the same amount of help. So I don't know if the string tension was a little different, or this one was a little more broken in, or
both brand new,
or I just clanked them and it was me and not the racket, which very well easily could have been, but there wasn't a lot of difference. But. Okay,
so here's so when I hit with them, I started with the white one also. I thought that it came through pretty quick. It was actually, there was more head weight, so I kind of pushed through the strike zone a little bit easier and a little bit faster. When I struck the ball, it actually felt firm. When I switched to the heavy, I was
coming... You mean the one with the black grip?
When I went to the black grip, it dragged a little bit, which was a little interesting to me. And when I struck it, it wasn't quite as stable, which was also interesting to me. But it finished up in a different way. It finished up faster. And
the racket did that, or you did?
I don't know. I'm going to just say the racket, because that was the only anomaly that's different. I'm the same. Amazingly, I actually like the lighter one. What did you like?
You mean the white grip?
Yeah, the white grip. Sorry,
We haven't unveiled what they actually
I told
are.
them already, but yeah, amazingly.
So I'm the one left in the dark.
Amazingly, I like the white grip. Amazingly,
Can
I
we
like
pull
the white
off
grip.
the tape now?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So all of you know, it's a surprise to me.
So the question was, as we pull off the tape,
It's been a while since I've seen headguard tape.
Yeah, here, I'm gonna put it on my head for guarding.
So this is the E-Zone 100.
Anyways, so an E-Zone 100 light. So the question from one of our watchers is, I play with a 100 light now. Everybody tells me it's too light for me. It's a man. And they all tell him to go to the 100, the regular. What's wrong with staying with the light, or does he have to go with the 100?
Personal preference. And they felt pretty similar.
Right.
There wasn't that big a difference. Like if you asked me which one was heavier or lighter, I mean, they were really, pretty close.
Right. We always say this is a junior racket or this is a woman's racket.
They're a transitional racket.
Correct. Now, and then we always say everybody should get the standard one. Now, we just hit with them, and I mean, I prefer this one. I just think that there's more head weight and, and through. But I think this one wouldn't be a bad transition into, but there was nothing wrong with either one of these.
Nope. No, Giannis did a nice job with that.
I mean, do you think that there's an advantage of going to this if you have this?
If you like if you personally can feel the difference and you feel the benefits of it, make the change.
Right.
I mean, if you're a player that needs 2 rackets and you only have one of these, try this one. You go, hey, I like this one. Okay, maybe this becomes my main racket and this is my backup racket.
Right.
Or vice versa. Or usually you want 2 of the same.
Right.
But if you're, a player just kind of getting into where you're breaking strings and you need 2 rackets.
Okay. Yeah. So his name is Someone. So Someone, if you enjoy your racket, don't let anybody talk you out of it.
Don't mess with success.
Yeah. If you're playing well with it, if you think you need a transition, definitely go to the slightly heavier one. There's definitely.
And see if you notice a difference.
Yeah. I thought this would be more stable, which I thought it may be just a hair. I thought this was stiffer, but it went through the air better and it kind of finished up better. So it's up to you. They're both really good rackets though. Coach Rob, thank you for allowing me to have you do this test with me.
Sure. Thanks for letting me be a part of the 100 and the 100 light.
All right. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.